Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about tracking, like fitness, activity, sleep, like that kind of thing. That's what we're talking about. During the pandemic, we realized very quickly that we were not getting proper sleep. We were not going to bed at the right time.
Not at all.
We weren't waking up at the right time.
Way too late.
Blake decided to read a book.
Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. Incredible book. Everything you need about sleep. It changed our worlds.
There's a lot of people that might tell you some of the science is bunk in the book, or they don't necessarily agree with what he says, but if you can see past that and just understand that we need sleep, sleep helps us perform, and that there are ways to improve sleep, those are the key takeaways you get out of the book. I mean,
that's all you need.
Matthew Walker happens to also be on the board, or he's a consultant for Oura Ring. And also, the NBA started using Oura Ring to track COVID because it can track body temperature changes. So what do? We decided to buy him and give it a shot. You can see that first video right here. Or here, somewhere up here. But for today, we want to talk about the Oura Ring itself. Being watch guys, we knew that, you know, an Apple Watch or a Whoop strap, you know, wearing a Garmin all day long just wasn't for us. The Oura Ring, I can say, out of all the sleep tracking products that I've tried so far, is the best in terms of constantly wearing it, never forgetting it.
Yes.
And also the data that it gives me. Being real watch guys, we just don't want to have two things on our wrist. To me, the watch is non-negotiable. A watch on my wrist is non-negotiable. So to have another watch on this wrist, I have seen some people wear Apple Watches on their opposite.
Don't do it.
Don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's okay. Do your thing. I don't like it. If you are a fitness person, you can't wear this watch while you're working out.
No. Especially
if you're doing things like this that I was doing a couple months ago, CrossFit with Dan Bailey in his barn. You ain't swinging that bar over your head because, you know, it's wearing it on any finger, it's gonna get in the way. So you either have to wear a glove, which I don't like to wear gloves when I'm working out, or you don't wear it at all and you wear another tool, which I was wearing the Garmin fitness tracker.
There's some things you just cannot physically grab or do, like yard work. It's not even just working out. There is actual everyday activities. Like, I don't know if I could play golf in this.
I did play a few rounds of golf with it on.
You do middle finger though, so
it wasn't in my way on this hand.
But if you wore it, so I wore a ring finger on my right hand because I'm not married. And so
what I really like about the ring is that it not only becomes kind of second nature, you really forget about it.
Wear it 24/7.
I actually forgot to wear my wedding band because I actually removed that. The Oura Ring, I don't remove. It just stays on.
I've worn it 24/7 for 3 months now.
Yeah.
No problem. For maybe an hour or two a week, I charge it. And that's it.
It lasts about 7 hours on charge, or 7 days on charge,
yeah.
Which is something that's going to be, I think, a negative for a lot of users is that if you don't input data into it, and by that I mean if you don't tell the app, I ate breakfast here, I ate dinner here, I was feeling sick today. If you don't tell it those things, I don't think you're getting as much out of what you're reading.
Absolutely not.
It's a lot harder to understand, like, okay, I went to bed at this time, but once you start getting into a rhythm of sleep, you have to kind of start to understand or learn what else is changing. So how diet, how moving and fitness is affecting it. Very, very interesting and fascinating data. If you actually pay attention to it and read into it and look at it, you learn a lot about your habits. We had tried a few different things. Like we said, I tried the Apple Watch. I had the Whoop strap. The Whoop strap, I think, is the closest in data. It doesn't buzz, which is great.
Oh, I love that it doesn't. There's no notifications.
No notifications.
No notifications is a major plus for this. Because the Apple Watch, I never had one, but you always were sitting there and you'd be...
Yeah, and here's the thing with the Apple Watch. It's a great tool. Even if you turn all the notifications off, to me, I just feel like, why do you have a smartwatch if you don't have any of the notifications on? So got rid of that, realized that for me, I like to be able to sometimes forget my phone and not have to worry about it. The Oura Ring will kind of track all your data and then sync with your phone once you get back, in proximity to it.
Yes.
The Apple Watch is great, but it's also significantly more expensive.
Yeah, very much.
The Whoop strap, you do have to buy a membership, so it's a monthly, $30 some odd. The Oura Ring is a one-time price.
One and done. The Heritage Stealth that we have is a little bit more expensive. It's $399 instead of the regular $299.
Which looked a lot blacker.
It really did.
It looked like...
We both thought it was matte black.
Which was kind of interesting. I'm actually probably glad it wasn't matte black. I don't know if I actually would have liked matte black, but it did look a lot darker on the website than when we got it. I think it's a great price point for what you get and what it helps you do. You can get into a Whoop strap for pretty much nothing. You just you pay a membership.
And even Apple Watch, $400, $500, an extra little bit above this, you get a lot more functionality.
The fact that the fingers provide more accurate data readings, that's a big deal. The machine learning here that's inside of the Oura Ring, which I learned later on about, is just incredible. The things that they're able to pick up on. Those are all really, really good, features or benefits of the ring. The app itself is very sharp.
Very nice design. That UX it's sleek.
It's a really good looking app. You can see on your screen right now, there's your activity goal progress. There's your readiness. Now your readiness is based on what I've learned is it essentially takes your resting heart rate from the night before during sleep and how much sleep you've gotten. And if those weren't prime, you're not really ready to perform the next day.
Plus the day's readiness before.
Correct.
Your activity score from the day before. So it takes all 3 or 4 of those in an algorithm and decides your readiness for the next day.
Going a little bit deeper and actually clicking into the tabs down at the bottom, you'll see readiness, sleep, and activity. And so readiness, it'll break down and it'll show me what was my readiness score on other days. What was my body temperature? What's my resting heart rate?
I like the HRV.
The higher that score, the better shape you're in, the faster you're able to recover, the faster you're able to perform. Sleep, again, same thing. You go into the sleep tab and it gives you a deeper look into your resting heart rate, your time in bed, your sleep efficiency. Again, things that you need to think about.
Even the breakdown inside there, where it's REM sleep, deep sleep, light sleep.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
The body temperature is great. It gives you a relative body temperature. So how is your body temperature changing? Which is how the NBA used it for tracking COVID.
Every morning they woke up and they checked in, and if there was +2, you probably had a fever, and you probably had COVID.
So respiratory rate, how much are you breathing heavy? Are you just at a regular pace? If you go into the sleep tab itself, this breaks down your total sleep time, your time in bed, sleep efficiency, and your resting heart rate while you're sleeping. The biggest downfall of this device, and where I think something like the Whoop strap or an Apple Watch is far and away better, is the activity tracking. This does track activity. If you are active, if you're a runner, this ring is fine. Yeah. For those types of movements, you're okay. But if you're a lifter, or if you're someone that's doing a lot with your hands when you're working out, and you need that grip, you're probably not wearing this. When it comes to true fitness and activity, I think this is where the ring, it just doesn't shine.
No, it's not looking. If you go have an intense workout and you're hitting your red line, it's not reading your heart rate during that workout. The only time it's really reading your heart rate is when you sleep. I wish it would. Third-party apps work really well with it. They can pump their data through the health app, back into this. So Strava, if you're a runner, if you're a biker, if you're anything like that, and you use that, it can take the data from that, push it into health, and push it back into here.
And then Oura will grab that.
And then Oura will grab it. So, but you have to have a third party. It's got to go through a middleman, essentially, to get to it.
The big question here is, do we think it's worth the money? I don't know if we agree. We may not agree. So I'll let you go first. Do you think it's worth $399?
I don't think so right now. Gen 1 was good. Gen 2 and 3 is what this is. It's right there. The next gen, I think that's when it's going to be worth that money. $299, if we wouldn't have gotten the matte black. We went $299, worth it. But $400, I don't think it's there yet.
For a purely sleep tracking, it is worth what it gives you. And if I'm just wearing this to sleep, I don't care what it looks like. Right. So I would have spent less money on it. I wouldn't have bought the $400 device. For $400, I don't know if it's worth it. At $300, maybe it's still a lot of money. You really have to step back and say to yourself, why am I wearing this? Mm-hmm. If you are wearing it purely for sleep, fantastic device, absolutely. If you're a little more frugal, or if you are a little more prudent in your decisions and you want something that is simpler and just does everything for you,
right?
You might want to look at something like the Whoop strap. Overall, great device. It's truly up to you if you think you can spend the money, or you want to spend the money for the data that it's giving you. If it's just for sleep, go for it. If it's for anything else, I'd say hold off and try something else.
I concur, Doctor.
Let us know below what you think of the Oura Ring. Do you think this is a device that you would like to try or maybe buy? Let us know in the comments below.
Put the bell on.
Turn the bell on for notifications for more videos like this every week. If there's something you want us to try, you can either send it to us at the address below in the description, or if maybe we have that device, we can try to review it ourselves, and we'll give you the honest review, non-technical.
It's the average man
Here's
review.
the things you need to know. We'll see you on the next one. Ooh, wow, that was...